Hi guys, scenthound here, and today I'm coming to you with Armaf Untold Perfume, and this does not contain that many notes. It's got jasmine and saffron, ambergris and amberwood, as well as how to put it, cedar and fir. Okay, fir not FUR but FIR. For resin from there, which how accurate this description is up for debate, because we are smelling more of the sweet candy and some chocolate elements inside there. And to get the elephant in the room out of the way, the whole Baccarat Rouge 540 best clone title is been bestowed to this, especially within a more acceptable price range. But for me, I did not get the opportunity to smell Baccarat Rouge, and to buy perfumes of that kind of price range is kind of gonna be something that I might think a few times before doing. Alright, so I will probably judge this perfume on its own virtue. If you remember Paco Rabanne 1 million, alright, and there's also the Paco Rabanne black color. I can't often remember the name. There's a black color one, which was also sweet as well. So they go for that fun, bubbly, teenage feel, clubbing feel, and so this is not so different from that concept. Although I feel that the addition of things like rose and whatnot to the Paco Rabanne 1 million makes it a more holistic or more well-rounded perfume for me. But I have to admit that Armaf has been trying to carve a niche for itself by producing perfumes that are similar to the famous high-end European stuff, within a more accessible price range. Okay, so maybe the younger person who buys this currently, maybe once he becomes a bigger chief executive and once he is able to afford it, he might go in and buy the OG. So I see this as a win-win for everybody. And of course there are going to be purists as well who sort of balk at buying anything that is said to be a clone or whatnot. But you can use a lot of terms: clones, inspired by, you can say a lot of things. Sometimes two people can think of the same thing around the same time. That honestly can happen as well. It's not wrong. So all these things are there, but to keep life simple, you can just sort of assess the perfume on its own merit. You like it or not, does it last long or not. Some people will say, oh, you like the bottle or not and whatnot. So I'm all about the juice, but I'm still partial somewhat to bottle design as well. So for those who like more louder, kitschy kind of a setup, this one definitely ticks the boxes. You got all this gold and like a kind of a syrupy red color changes as you sort of move it around, kind of a look. So yeah, for those who are into that thing, I think you would like the bottle. And if you are into sweet perfumes, if you enjoy sweet bubblegummy stuff, then this is definitely the one for you. But whether that would work well in environments like the office and all is a question mark. Maybe a small mild whiff would be pleasant, okay, but anything strong would not work, I think, at least. And it would work well in smoky and smelly, not smelly, sweat, I guess I can say, sweaty places like clubs and those kind of setups. It's sort of, you do need a bit of a tough sweet smelling perfume to sort of rise above the various smells in these kind of crowded places. Regarding the issue of winter versus summer, it kind of makes sense. If you're in a very humid, hot environment, sweet perfumes can give more of the sickly sweet kind of smell, and that's why people go for more citrus based perfumes in those scenarios, which I kind of agree. So if you want to wear it in hot environments, maybe more towards the evening and night would be a better time to use this. So I got this 105 ml eau de parfum for about 80, was it 80? Yeah, about 80 something US dollars, and of course you can get for 60 something online. And but there are people who are complaining about a lot of alcohol smell and everything. So this is already considered a clone, and if somebody makes a clone of a clone, then so please, I personally prefer buying from reputed shops by physically going there rather than online stuff. But we know times change, people become more modern, and if your experience has been good with online retailers, then who am I to say anything? But I do think that those complaints of very alcohol smelly and evanescent smell has something to do with you going to shady or unknown physical sellers, or shady or unknown online sellers, right? So otherwise, I think it's decent value for money, and people who love sweet stuff, they can just go check this out. And the refinement is still better than, I think, than the original Club de Nuit Intense, which is a clone of Aventus. I'll do a comparison video where I go a bit more in detail and the pros and cons of this, because that also has its own, how to say, attraction. May I say attraction? All right. So that's it, guys. I hope you all were entertained or gain some, how to put it, some knowledge from this discussion or this chat with you. And if you manage to buy these from this recommendation, do share. Or if you have any past experiences with this particular perfume or sweet perfumes in general, do share, because yeah, I haven't seen much how to say, talk by people who love sweet perfumes as to why they love it, and what are their life experiences with it, and what feelings it gives them, and so on. So that'll be kind of cool to hear. Okay guys, that's it from me. I might give this let's say 3.75 out of 5 Armaf Untold for sweet scent lovers. Okay, bye bye.